He, Jo Thari Rai So Mari Rai. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Dekho suno mat bolo. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gangaji begins from Gomukh and keeps on running till she reaches Ganga Sagar. On the way, the people start glorifying Gangaji. Devi Sureshwari Bhagavati Gange, you are so great. Because of you, so many people are benefited. So many villages, towns, cities, kingdoms are supported by you. You are great, you are great. As a result, Gangaji gets carried away by this praise. Really, because of me, you are so much benefited? Okay, now I will not leave your town, I will stay here only. And Gangaji stops flowing. As a result, Gangaji will become stagnant. Stagnant waters rot. See? What is the destination? What is the goal? Gangaji has to merge with Ganga Sagar. And what is Ganga Sagar? See, Ganga is a feminine noun in Sanskrit. Feminine. Akaranta Strilingi. Sagar is Akaranta Pullingi. It is a masculine noun. So when Gangaji and the Sagar, they come together, they become Ganga Sagar. And there is a saying. In Hindi it is said, Baki Tirtha Bar Bar, Ganga Sagar Ek Bar. So when I went there, the local Panditji asked me this question. Why they say other holy places, Tirtha Kshetra, you have to or you may visit many times bar bar. It is not the Sadguru bar or Dattatreya bar. I am not talking about that bar. Bar means many times. Languages can create any joy. See? So, why this is said other places, holy places many times, but Ganga Sagar only once. We hear so many things in our life. But one of the problems with all of us is we have stopped learning from every experience of our life. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam. See? So many things we go through life, but we have failed to learn. And because of that, we have got only one thing, to ask questions. Because when we ask questions to others, we get reply. We don't get answer. Answer is different from reply. In a school, the teacher asks a question to the student. Hey, you are not attentive. Do you know? Yes, I know. Tell me, what is the capital of India? He said, Sir, who made you teacher? You even do not know this much? That was a reply. It was not an answer. When in the school, along with the question papers, we are given answer books, not reply books. When we ask others, we get reply. Answer, we have to discover. And to discover the answers, we must be able to learn from every passing experience of our life. So when that Panditji asked me in Ganga Sagar, why this is said Ganga Sagar only once? I said, you are a Panditji here, you should tell me. He said, I don't know, I just do the loot the people and forget about it, you know. I don't know anything. Please tell. Because you are a Swami, you tell me. I said, okay, listen. Ganga Sagar is a place where Ganges discovers fulfillment in life. And fulfillment happens in life only once. It cannot be twice. Bhagavad Gita. Iti guhyatamam shastram. What is that I forgot? Iti guhyatamam shastram. Iti guhyatamam shastram. Idamuktam maya nagha. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat. Krutakrutyaschya bharata. Hey Bharata. Bharata means Indian. No. Bharata means Bha means knowledge. Prabha, Shobha, Abha, Bhaskar, Bhanu, Bhabha, atomic energy center. Bha, 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 Bha. Bharata. Rata means reveling. The one who is reveling in knowledge is Bharata. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat. Am I looking smart? Then? Good. So, what Bhagwan told Arjun, hey Arjun, now enough is enough about these worldly things. Enough. What I told you? I told you, guhyatamam shastram. So, in English, what we call, hey, mic wala, mic is not good. So, there is humming. There are three stages or forms of noun: infinitive, comparative, and superlative. Guhya Shastra, Guhyatara Shastra, Guhyatama Shastra. Guhya Shastra is pertaining to how to lead our day-to-day life. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyaya anma pramadaha, acharyaya priyam dhanamavritya prajatantum ma vyavachesihi, satyanna pramaditavyam, dharmanna pramaditavyam, bhutyaina pramaditavyam, matrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava, acharya devo bhava, atithi devo bhava. This is Guhya Shastra. how should we conduct ourselves when we are living in this relative world. That is essential for peaceful coexistence. And for that, there have to be universal rules. Like you are all here in this most beautiful place. Last time also I told you, I have moved throughout the world and seen hundreds of old people homes. But our Nana Nani is the best in the whole world. Why I call our Nana Nani? You may not call me yours, but I call you mine. So, you must be having certain rules and regulations here. You can't behave the way you want. Breakfast time, this to this. No, I don't feel like I'll come at 10 o'clock. Get out. So, for peaceful coexistence, there have to be universal laws applied so that everybody is able to lead a happy life. Similarly, driving. So the traffic rules are formed not for one particular person. So far it has not happened, but in our country anything can happen. Traffic rules for scheduled caste, traffic rules for Brahmins, traffic rules for the South Indians, traffic rule for the North Indians, traffic rule for deported NRIs. It can happen. No, they are common for everybody. That is the Guhya Shastra. Then Guhyatara Shastra. Guhyatara Shastra is you must start your day in a proper manner. And what is the proper manner? Begin your day in an inspired mode. It is not like, oh God, again I had to get up. No. Begin your day in an inspired mode. And for that, we must have self-discipline. So, Guhya Shastra is discipline imposed on us, whether we want or not. But when it comes to discipline on ourselves, you play whatever you want to play and then come here. Come here. Sit there. Sit there. Now it's okay. Done? And you kindly sit there only so that you don't play with it. Okay? You are playing there for. Come out. Come out this side. Sit here. No, sit here. Sit there. Don't run away. I want to see your beautiful face. Don't run away. So, external discipline is imposed. But internal discipline has to be self-recognized. Those who are disciplined on their own, it is a freedom. When discipline is imposed from outside, it is a burden. Now those of you who have come here on your own, you will be enjoying and celebrating satsanga. And those of you who are tied down with a lead, come, no, I don't know, you come. Then you come. You will be suffering because it is imposed on you. Therefore, the second part of our life is we must be self-disciplined. And that self-discipline is achieved through upasana. Start your day early morning and do your japa, finish your morning ABCD, do little bit of moving the joints, then do the puja, then chant the Lord's name, and then offer everything. This nobody compels us to do that, but we do it. And most important thing, God does not need our prayers. He doesn't need. We don't have to tell to the God, oh God, please wake up. He is laughing. You are sleeping, man. I am already awakened. See, friends. So when we thus learn the art of self-discipline, we are in the second stage, Guhya Tara Shastra. So Guhya Shastra is Dharma Shastra. Guhya Tara Shastra is Upasana Shastra. And particularly in old age, what is the most important part of our life is the time starts killing us. The time kills us. Because every day we have to live 24 hours again. Now again the morning has come. What will I do? What will I do? The only thing that comes in our head is breakfast ke liye kya hai? What is there for breakfast? Eat my head. See, friends, remember, if you want to, you meet anyone, if anybody wants to lead healthy, happy life, we must have something to look forward to. If there is nothing to look forward to, we come to a cul-de-sac and life becomes stagnant. No. And what is that to look forward to? Don't go and trouble others. So our this daughter-in-law is so horrible, Swamiji. I don't know what sin I have done in the last life. I got this type of daughter-in-law. Amma, that daughter-in-law told me the same thing. Swamiji, what sin I have done in the last life, I got this type of mother-in-law. Then I told both of them, I don't know what sin I have done. I got this in front of me. See, friends, we are not self-disciplined, therefore we start bothering others. We should not have time even to die. If the death comes, I'm sorry, I'm busy. That kind of preoccupation. Keep busy, keep busy. And in old age, what could be the busyness? Busyness is take some study, learn something, anything you learn. Learn Chinese. There's a great fun in that. See? And when you start learning something new in your old age, you know what happens? The child in you doesn't die. Every one of us have a child in us. But now, what is there to learn now? How many days I am going to live? Then die. See, friends, learn something. I had told this in one of my experiences. In Mumbai, it happened. From my talk, one person must have got inspired. So, next time when I went, he came. He said, Swamiji, you have changed my life. I said, did I make it miserable? He said, no, last time you told. We should not allow the child in us die. And for that, the technique is learn something new. So I thought, what should I learn? What should I learn? But I had to learn. Swamiji told I had to learn. And then I decided to learn Sanskrit. Who was telling this thing? Not a Tamilian, a Sindhi. He told me this. So I decided to learn Sanskrit. I said, of all the things, why Sanskrit? Swamiji, I thought you will understand. I said, no, I don't understand, therefore I am Swami, tell me. He said, I am learning Sanskrit so that when I go to heaven, I can talk to the local people. Because I heard In the heavens, they talk Sanskrit. I said, you are real genius. See? Then I told him, no doubt he will go to heaven. But in our life, we must have plan B. Yes. Suppose you happen to go to hell, then he said, I know Sindhi. See, friends, this laughter, this happiness, in which you did not get anything. Did you get anything? Did you lose anything? But you are happy. This is God. This is divine experience. And you can be happy only now. You can be happy only here. You can be happy in this very situation. And it can happen only now. The only one practice you do, be happy only today. Can't you promise me this thing? Only today you be happy. Tomorrow you be miserable. I am with you. See, friends. And for that, our scriptures have given this Guhyatara Shastra. Discipline yourself. Learn something. Chant the Lord's name. And from the chanting you learn. When the learning process is kept intact, we never grow old. See? I tell you how I learned it. Today only probably I told in the other lecture. When I was in Calcutta, out of fun and my habit of learning something new, I was learning Bengali script and Bengali language. My earlier understanding of Bengali was that keep Rasgulla in the mouth and talk. That was the Bengali. So when I was there, I was learning all the alphabets. So when you learn something, you want to practice it. So when I used to go for some walk or on the footpath, I will read some boards in Bengali, try to read it perfectly. And little loudly in my mind only, but little loudly. Oh. So there was one shop. And I was reading. Gha, di, ka, du, ka, na. It was a clock wash shop. Gadi ka dukan. When I read like this, and I was so happy, I could read it. Gadi ka dukan. Actually, the walls, the clocks were hanging there. That was inference. There was a Bengali behind me. He became angry. Bengalis are very staunch, about their language. So he said, this is not the way. I said, then tell me what is the way. He said, Ghodi ka do kaan. Ghadi ka dukan or Ghodi ka do kaan. Isn't it joy? And what did you get out of it? Nothing. You got nothing, but you express happiness, is it not? This is God. This is God realization. This is spiritual practice. Whenever you are happy, you are in the present. And if you are in the present, you will be happy. But with all the old people, including me, what is our story? जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन वो भी गए भाड़ में तुम भी जाओ. All the time talking about the past. We don't understand. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. See, if in my pocket there are peanuts, can I distribute chocolate? I'll distribute what I have. Now, old people like us, what do we have other than the dead past? And the same thing we keep on talking again and again. See, friends, if you really mean fulfillment of your life, this is one technique. Don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. See, mind dies like the ice dies to become water. In fact, water has become ice. So remaining as ice is abnormality. Remaining as water is normal. In the same manner, see, when the mind dies, it is consciousness. Consciousness and mind, they are one and the same. Like the water and the ice, one and the same. Water with shape is ice. Ice without shape is water. Knowledge with past and future is mind. Knowledge without past and future is consciousness. And like we don't want to die, mind also doesn't want to die. Then mind survives on the food. And what is the food for the mind? Past memories and future worries. One person, elderly person, somewhere asked me this question, Swamiji, please don't quote my example in your talks. I said, okay, I will not quote. That is his example. So, he says, Swamiji, tell me, what happens after death? I said, I have no experience, so can you tell me? No, please tell me what happens after death. I said, when you are alive, has anything happened? No. So after you die, others will be happy. Thank God. So make others happy. Don't talk about death. Think about living. And when you are living, you are learning. See? You see the child, how busy he is learning. And in that learning process, he doesn't go and ask anybody. He has his own techniques. The best example you can think of, your children, grandchildren. Where a child is born, he is on the back. And he looks around. Hey, all the people are moving here, and how come I am here only? So he keeps on observing how they are moving. Oh, they are moving with the legs. Okay, I will also do. And then he starts moving his legs. Come on, I am here only, I am not moving. Something wrong somewhere. Again he observes. Then he turns. And then he starts on his stomach like a snake. But even then I am not able to go fast as they are doing. Then again he thinks and again comes on the knees. Then they are also not good. Then he stands with support. No child asks his mother, Mummy, when you were a baby, how did you learn walking? Did they ask? They learn. See? Be attentive. And one day, the child takes one step, independent of support, and falls. Imagine, because the child has fallen after taking one step and he stops learning, will he ever be able to walk? Don't give up. Don't give up. Learn something new. And for that is the upasana. And when you do upasana, your mind becomes disciplined and goal-oriented. So when you are chanting the Lord's name in upasana, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. While you are chanting this thing, you have not done what I am going to tell you. We only mechanically chant. Take the mala in the hand. If they are chanting Gayatri Mantra, Gayatri Mata says, is he calling you? No, no, he's not calling me. And then it becomes an abbreviation. Om Bhur Bhusa, Om Bhur 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 Bhur. Because it is done mechanically. Be very attentive. Anything you do mechanically, you lose the charm of life. Never do anything mechanically. See, for the first time, when you learn driving on a motorcycle and you go here and there, you are enjoying, is it not? Afterwards, your wife tells, take him to the school, take her to the hospital. Don't ask me to drive motorcycle, I'm fed up. Because it has become no mechanical. Exactly this is what happens. When you do chanting, it becomes mechanical. And therefore, you lose charm in chanting the Lord's name. Then what is to be done? Now try to do it now. In your mind, don't do it loudly. Whatever is your mantra, chant slowly and keep that experience with you. Then I will do second experiment. Do it for next 1 minute. Chant your mantra or Lord's name for 1 minute in your mind. Stop. Now you have the data of experience, whatever experience you had. Now add one more parameter. You chant in your mind and you hear whatever you are chanting. Do it and then I'll explain. Stop. Now this also experience you have, your personal experience. Now see the difference between. When first time you are chanting, it was mechanically going on. But when you were chanting and you were hearing, then you were fully involved. Whenever anything is done mechanically, mind's involvement is not required. See, we have been eating food in our whole life. Do we require any involvement? It straight away keeps on going. Without, but it is dark. How will I see my mouth to put the food inside the? No need, because it is mechanical process. See, friends, life should not be mechanical. And when this is happening really, what happens inside? Now learn that. Chanting is Kriya Shakti, the power of action. And listening is Jnana Shakti, the power of knowledge. When both of them, Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti, when they are together, that is called as awakening of Kundalini. See, friends, that is called as self-confidence. What is self-confidence? Self-confidence is when We respect our knowledge in life. What is lack of self-confidence? No, actually, I want to get up in the morning, but somehow I cannot get up here. I have done it, tried earlier. I could not do this thing. So what is happening? We have no confidence. Why we can't do it? Nothing is impossible if you are committed. And thus, self-discipline will discipline our mind. Dharma Shastra, Guhya Shastra disciplines our behavior, our interaction. Upasana Shastra disciplines our mind. Such a person who has no complaints about the world, such a person who has no complaints about his mind, he is qualified for the third stage, that is Guhya Shastra. See? Iti Guhyatamam Shastram. Guhyatama, the superlative. So Guhya Shastra was with the world, Guhyatara Shastra was with the mind, both disciplined, and the third one is Guhyatama Shastra. Now we have to discover our divine nature. This is spiritual life. Now here, you can't have this complaint, my grandchildren don't listen to me, my mother-in-law is like that. Here you have got 100% opportunity. You don't have to go for shopping. You don't have to go for corona problem. Everything is taken care of. There cannot be any ideal and suitable place to lead a spiritual life than this Nani. And if this you don't achieve, God will correct his mistake. He will say, my dear, it is not your fault that I made you human being. It was my fault. Now I will correct myself. Next life, go to a cow and keep on grazing all day. See, my friends, with this kind of facility environment, in this Nani, 100% people should be realized. 100%. See, here our problem is, there is no problem. See, my friends, you don't have to go anywhere. I want to go there, I want to go here. See? No, I want to go to see my grandchildren, they are in USA. And you go there, they don't want you. Why did you come now? We are having this thing, you should have come someday. Anyway, you have come, wash the dishes. See? Whenever your prarabdha surfaces, it surfaces for me also. Every year, when the prarabdha surfaces, you go to USA and start washing dishes, doing the vacuum cleaning and watering the plants. And then come back to India and boast before all other useless equal age. I went to USA, my son is like that, my son is, my son, they don't care for you. Discover the divinity that you are. And it is etad buddhva. We don't have to do anything. Buddhva means experience. There are two words. One is knowledge, second is bodha. Tattva bodha, atma bodha. It is not tattva jnana, atma jnana. What I am talking to you is jnanam. What is your experience is bodha. Etad buddhva, having experienced this, krita krityascha bharata, you discover fulfillment in your life. Means what? There are no loose ends left to be tied down. Every moment you are complete in itself. See, friends. So 3 stages we all have to go through. First stage, how do we live in this world? In Yoga Shastra, this is called as the Yama Sadhana. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya. Lead life in this world in such a manner that we are not a problem for the world and we don't take world as a problem for us. Guhya Shastra. Guhya Shastra. Then, second thing, the second thing is Niyama Sadhana. Niyama is Satya, Niyama is Shaucha Santosha Tapaswadhyaya Ishva Pranidhanani Niyama. Shaucha, external cleanliness. This is one of the points which I like in your Nani, cleanliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. See? Shaucha, external cleanliness and inner peace. Together is called a Shaucha. Shaucha Santosha. Santosha is contentment. Let us be at peace under all conditions. Santosha. Patanjali says, Santoshat Anuttam Sukhalavaha. A content person is extremely happy because no complaints. Shaucha Santosha. Tapas is not torturing the body. Tapas is discovering 2 possible potentialities in us which are dormant. Recognize, invoke them. First potentiality is we have to learn to be independent of everything and being. Let us not be enslaved by our own demands. Sarvam paravasham dukkham, sarvam atmavasham sukham, etad vidyat samasena lakshanam sukha dukkhayo. Whatever maximum physical or whatever work we have to do for ourselves, do it yourself. That will keep you busy. That will keep you healthy. See? Then second aspect of the tapas is self-confidence. We can do it. It is not impossible. So, Shaucha, Santosha, tapas, then Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is regular study of scriptures. And I suggest you, instead of reading the books and commentaries, listen to the talks. Because our Vedanta Shastra says, Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan. Listen. When you study, you struggle. Simply sit comfortably, listen. Shravan. The same talk what you listen in the morning, listen in the evening. Slowly, slowly you will discover one day a principle. Talk may be the same, but your understanding will be different. Because the status of your mind to interact the knowledge has changed. And thus we learn very deep way. Swadhyaya. And second thing, meaning Swadhyaya is watch your mind. See friends, how to watch the mind? Is the mind disturbed? Is the mind agitated? Is the mind going in the past? Is the mind worried? And to remove all of them, be happy. If somebody does a mistake, how are you? Don't tell your kundali. This I learned from one old lady in Delhi. It was my mistake. I went and asked her. I said, Amma, how are you? Swamiji, तुसी आगे हुन इत्थे बैठो, असी तुहानू गल करेंगे. अरे बाप रे. And then she started. This morning, when I got up from the sleep, I was getting out of the bed and my ankle got twisted and it was so painful. Now the pain has come over here. When she was describing such a live demonstration, I started getting pain in me. Don't talk your miseries to anybody in this world. 2 principles. Number 1, don't try to make anybody happy. God has failed. Has He made us happy? We, the miserable, want to make others happy. Don't try that. And second thing, you don't have to make anybody miserable. Everybody is self-sufficient. Keep away. Therefore, Shaucha, Santosha, Tapaswadhyaya. We must insist and work that we are happy. Highest achievement in human life is you are happy. You are at peace with yourself. No regrets of the past, no worries about the future. In Taittiriya Upanishad, this mantra comes. Kimahagam sadhuna karavam, kimaham papam akaravamiti. When I was young, why did I go the wrong way? When I was young, why I did not do the right things? In the old days, other than regrets, there is nothing. Drop all that. Be cheerful and happy. When these things are done, we are working on the mind. Such a mind which is available to us, we can apply it. But our problem is, we want to do the japa, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, but the mind runs here and there, and we only complain. I don't know why, whenever I do the japa, the mind runs here and there. Because we have trained our mind like that. Therefore, if we have lived our life in the society in such a manner that we are not a problem for others, we don't take anybody as a problem. Second thing, we are not a problem for ourselves. Then such a disciplined life and disciplined mind can be employed for study, satsanga, and then from that satsanga we learn, and most important, do not teach others. This is one of the biggest problems. If the knowledge is digested, it doesn't come out. Maunam vyakya prakatita parabrahma tattvam yuvanam. See, when the food is not digested, it is vomited. In the same manner, if the knowledge is not digested, it is vomited in the form of advice to every Tom, Dick and Harry. And then the people, youngsters run away. Are baap re, dadaji are, bhago. See, friends, you will ultimately end up in peace with yourself. If you are at peace with yourself, you are at peace with the whole world. If you are at war with yourself, you will be at war with the whole world. Give it a try and be happy, and I know you are all happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.